Yes, the Washoe County School Board Zoning Advisory Committee is meeting today. Obviously, this is something that impacts which children go to which schools, so something we're following closely. Thanks for joining us.
Now, they'll determine the new zone plan for Bernice Matthews Elementary School based off of a modernization project that's underway. Alexandra Ray joins us live at the school where the meeting happened earlier. Alexandra, did they make any decisions about this tonight?
Yes, Artie, they did make one decision as the meeting is still ongoing. So one of the decisions that we make that we will link on our website so you guys can actually see this zoning plan that's right in front of me that I'm going to be looking at is option 1A. They did approve that in this zoning advisory committee. Now, while the zoning lines might be a little different and while some students might be going to other schools because of this, and this is only a proposed plan by the advisory committee that still needs to be approved by the Board of Trustees for finalization, but this plan will make no changes to middle school or high school boundaries for the 2027-28 school year. But they are discussing another item tonight, and that's for the 2028-29 school year. And they did tell me that they might not be making any decisions on those schools, which are a different set of schools in that item, just because they might have that meeting at a later date at a different school. And I will be going back in there just to make sure of all of that. But like I said, so since this one for the 2027-28 school year was approved by the advisory committee, that's going to go straight to the Board of Trustees for final approval or to put it back on the committee to change things if necessary. Now, if any of these zonings get changed, they will have to change the lines for students and families for zoning.
I hope that if they do make a decision from the Zoning Advisory Committee and ultimately the Board of Trustees approves that it then creates that community connectedness for these students in their community and closest to where they live.
For Bernice Matthews, they are adding about 6 classrooms onto the school, bringing in more students from Kate Smith and the kids who are currently in mobile classrooms at Bernice Matthews. But the goal is to provide capacity and modernization for their educational specifications. This all stems from the facility modernization plan that was approved by the Board of Trustees back in December of 2023.
Zoning is important to get in front of because we have all these modernization projects, new construction projects, as well as repurposing of our schools through the facility modernization. And we want to get in front of it so that students and families know what school they're going to attend in advance of the school year.
And again, we are still waiting to see if they are going to make an approval of the plan for the 2028-29 school year. But like I had said earlier, there is a great possibility that they might not make any decisions on this item that we're currently listening to because they might want to talk about that at a later date. Covering the School Watch, I'm Alexandra Ray, 2 News Nevada.